Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trick Tuesday, the night, which means tonight at the end of this live, I am going to be doing a trick on you. In fact, a magic trick that used to be one of my favourites, which I used to perform a lot when I did close-up magic at events. But I haven't performed it in probably a year and a half now because of lockdown. So I'm looking forward to showing you that in a little while. But before we do that, I do have some very interesting things that came in the mail, which I want to open live and show you now. In fact, I've got no idea what's in them, but I'm hoping they are interesting. I know a lot of you that are going to be joining tonight have sent these in, which I'm very grateful for. But before we do anything, I just want to check that you can all hear me and see me. And whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, if you could just comment and say hi, just so I know that YouTube is working as well as Facebook, because those of you who join me regularly know that I've just started this new Restream account, which should allow me to go live on both of those simultaneously, which is very exciting. But I've only tried it a few times, so I do have to check occasionally just to make sure it is working. It looks like it is. Hey, Harriet, Lee, good to see you. Luella, Hazel, Rachel, lovely to see you. We'll just put a bit of background music on. So I do have a magic trick for you at the end of the live tonight, so make sure you stick around because it is, after all, Trick Tuesday. I also have a number of other very exciting things coming up, which I want to tell you about. Plus, I'm going to open some of these really cool parcels in a minute and see what's inside them. Hopefully no one stitched me up and they're not anything embarrassing. But we'll just have to wait and see. Everyone's saying they can hear me loud and clear, which is good. Hey, Denver and Bev, Malcolm. So, the other thing I wanted to say before I open any of this stuff and before we do any magic tricks tonight, I just want to let you know that I do have a big, surprise, exciting guest on Friday this week. I'm not going to announce her yet into a few days' time on social media, but because you're all joining me live, I am going to tell you all because I feel like because you come here regularly and chat to me, keep me company. I feel as though you deserve to know in advance before everyone else. So this Friday, following the recommendations of a number of you who suggested this person last time we went live, we have got the wonderful Mandy Mooden. She is going to be joining us on Friday this week. I'm very excited because she is hilarious. Those of you who are big Britain's Got Talent fans will remember her. She was on, I think it was 2 years ago now, but she's a comedian and a magician, and she combines those two things absolutely perfectly. And I'll show you some clips on Friday of some of her best stuff, the stuff that I love her for. I've been a fan of hers for years. Way before she did TV, I got a chance to see her at the Magic Circle. She performed on stage there once. So I was very excited that she's agreed to join us on Friday. So that's very exciting. Martin says yes, he's very excited. Hazel's excited. Luella, awesome. Sorry about my hair tonight. It's a little bit crazy. I actually, it naturally, it's at a length now where it's so long that it naturally dried in this kind of formation. And I actually didn't mind it, so I just kind of left it today. I didn't do it, but I need you guys to be the judge of that because I'm not sure if maybe I'm just going mad because I've been in lockdown so long and secretly I just don't want to have to do my hair every day. Hey, Samantha from Canada, lovely to see you. So, yes, Mandy Mooden's joining us on Friday for Friday Night Live, which will be live not only on Facebook but also YouTube this week. That is going to be at 6:45 for probably around about 45 minutes. We'll just chat and see how we get on. We might have some magic for you on Friday as well. And obviously I'll be asking Mandy your questions and you can ask me questions as well. We'll just have a casual chat like we always do. Awesome. Right. I'm going to open up some gifts from you guys. So I'm not sure who sent these and I'm not sure what's inside them. So I just have to give kind of like a warning pre-opening them just in case. Because if I open something and it's something weird or rude, I do apologise, but some of the lovely people out there have sent me some stuff fairly regularly now, which is really nice. Those of you who, I know lots of you are still waiting, still want to send me some stuff, I will have an address for you next week. Because my management has obviously changed, I've had to change the address that I get stuff sent to, but I will be able to tell you all next week. Those of you who have already got the address that have sent these, they will still get to me, so don't worry about that if you've put someone in a post for me. I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't expect things, but it's just lovely to receive stuff. Right, here we go. So, this is today's mail, which is, well, actually, some of this arrived over the weekend, but I knew it was from some of you, so I haven't opened any of it yet. Hey, Jade, good to see you. Just before I open it, I just want to read this message here. It says, "Hi Richard, would love to have a magic show." Says DJ Racy. Amazing. DJ Racy, I just want to check if you any bookings that come through. You just make sure you email bookings@richardjonesmagic.co.uk or go onto my website. There's a form to fill out there. Just because my management has changed, so depending on who you've emailed, that might now be lost. But yeah, drop me a message. I'd love to come and do a show for you. Right, okay. So the first thing, I think I actually opened this live when we went live last week. But this is a lovely, happy Easter card. So I just want to give a shout out to Stacey again, because Stacey, I did open this on the last live. Very grateful for that Easter card. You are the first Easter card I got this year, and probably the only one. I don't think I ever get Easter cards, but I appreciate that. That means a lot. The next one, I have opened this, but I haven't read it yet. So, I love this. I love this card. So whoever's watching, if you sent me this, I am very grateful. I love that. A really special note, which is obviously that note there. Love that card. Love a music card. I won't read this out just in case. Oh, this is absolutely lovely. What a lovely card. This is from Rachel Hill. Rachel, I really appreciate that. I won't read it out, but it's a very lovely card. Referencing, because my manager Terry obviously passed away. This is a lovely card. Thank you, Rachel. And the lovely Rachel has put together a very special gift for the Birmingham Children's Hospital. So she's arranged it, and she's booked my show, my virtual show, as a gift to the Birmingham Children's Hospital. So a big shout out to Rachel. It was very, very kind. I'm looking forward to that show. I am in touch with the hospital at the minute. And yeah, we're in the motion of getting that up and running. So that's very exciting. Okay. This I have opened, but I want to share what this is, because this is from the very kind Tim. Tim Hill has sent me lots of very kind things in the past. And a few weeks ago, in fact, I still have it here. A couple of weeks ago, I was very lucky to receive a couple of CDs in the post of some really awesome piano music. So on this is, I'll show you the back. This is Benny Anderson playing the piano, and it's really, really relaxing and amazing music. It's my kind of music to chill out to. Not only did he send that, but over the weekend, this then arrived, and it is the sheet music of all of those pieces on that CD. So I'm going to sit down at the piano, and in fact I already have, and play some of these. There's nothing more peaceful than sitting down at the piano and playing slow, cool tracks. That's the best way to relax. So if you're a pianist, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is going to come in handy. And something I didn't realise is there's actually a card in there, which I didn't see. I've been playing this over the weekend, Tim, and it's I've only just noticed that. How very kind is that? This book is better off in your hands than mine. So Tim has started trying to learn the piano, as far as I'm aware. But by the sounds of it, he wants me to have this book. But Tim, once you're up to standard and you're back in the game of learning the piano, I'll send this back to you so you can get back into it. Here we go. This is a lovely card. It says I had the extravagant idea that I was going to learn the piano and use it, but it didn't happen. So this book has been in a box for the last 3 years. I hope you enjoy it. There we go. Thank you, Tim. And I should also give Tim another shout out, because I had a chat with Tim on Zoom a few weeks ago, and he was very, very kind. He gave me a lot of tips and advice, which I know lots of you do, which means the world to me, on all sorts like merchandise ideas for my tour show, and also he helped get me on a few radio stations just last week. So I want to give him a shout out. So he's put his card in here. If any of you are musicians or entertainers in the entertainment industry, sometimes it is quite difficult to know who the good guys are and who are the sharks. But Tim is one of the good guys, so I do want to give him a shout out. I'll even show you his card there. Honest Artist Mentoring and Coaching. So Tim, that's a shout out for you. I'm just wondering if I probably won't show the other side, just because it's got your phone number on. But in fact, I will. I'll just hide the phone number, which I'm sure won't be a problem. So if any of you are musicians out there, drop Tim a message, because he's got some great advice. He's helped me out a lot recently, so he deserves a shout out. So I appreciate that, Tim. Thank you very much. Hey, Esther, good to see you. Samantha says that's amazing what you did, Rachel. It absolutely is. That's such a kind thing. And also, Samantha did something very similar as well. She donated a show as well to another charity called Together for Short Lives, which I'm also, Samantha, I'm in the process of putting that show together as well. I think it's going to be at the end of this month. And they are very grateful. I'll send you an email explaining exactly who it's for. I can't mention it on here, but it was an amazing gift. Thank you very much for doing that. Oh, we also have Sam Dixon on. Hi, and he says Richard Jones for president. Thank you, Sam. I'm pleased I've got your vote. Those of you who don't recognise the name Sam Dixon, otherwise known, you'll know him as Maddox Dixon. And you'll know him, obviously, from TV and the Magic World, and also because he joins us regularly on this show. I will get him back again soon, I promise you. Okay, the next box I've just opened. Looks very exciting. Okay, interesting. I feel like it's my birthday. All right, let's just to let you all know, I do have a magic trick for you tonight. So stick around, because in a few minutes I'm going to show you one of my old favourite magic tricks that I used to perform pretty much at every show I used to do. That's if I still remember how to perform it. I haven't performed it in about a year and a half, which is quite tragic and also terrifying. Right, here we go. We're opening up the card first. It's a very nice card. Here we go. Someone knows that I've got dogs. And I assume this is also an Easter... Oh, it is an Easter card. Of course it is. There's eggs. All right, let's have a look. It's from the lovely Luella and Derek. Thank you very much. That is a lovely card. It says, thanks for being a lovely friend, which we are all friends here. That's something I always love about coming live, because you all keep me company. I hope I get to keep you guys company. We're all stuck in lockdown together, and we're all friends. I feel like we're all family, to be honest. That's how it feels. We've been keeping each other company for so long. We are like one big family. That's what I love about this going live every week. Hey Danny, good to see you. Danny, you said love the jumper. This is the band of the Household Cavalry. This is my cavalry jumper. I completely forgot I had this. I found it in my wardrobe this morning, so I thought I started wearing it. Okay, so those of you who join me regularly know I'm a big fan of Lindor chocolate, and you also know that I'm a big fan of the white Lindor chocolate, because some of you have sent me some in the last few weeks. And the lovely Luella and Derek know me very, very well. And it looks like they've sent me the perfect Easter egg for Easter. There we have it, ladies and gents. A big round of applause for Derek and Luella. Thank you very much. You know me far too well. And in fact, they sent me a lovely bracelet, which I was wearing today, but I don't have it on my wrist now, which is annoying. But you will notice, Luella and Derek, that the bracelet matches the jumper, which is obviously because it's a regimental jumper and a regimental bracelet. But I should have had that on tonight to show you. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'll just have a check, see if there is something else, actually. Okay, there's one final thing. I'm going to open this up. And then we'll try a bit of magic with you all tonight, because it is Trick Tuesday today. It's Tuesday night every night. Tuesday night every night? Tuesday night every week. We're going to try and do a magic trick for Trick Tuesday. Tuesday night every night would probably be too much. You'd probably be sick of it. Hey, Phoebe. Good to see you. Ellie as well. Oh, the lovely Ellie. Ellie, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. By the way, if any of you are watching on YouTube, can you just give me the thumbs up or just let me know? Is it still streaming on YouTube, and is it going okay? I should keep checking just in case. Oh, and the lovely Ellie's joined us as well. In fact, two Ellies, yeah. So we've got Ellie Mason and Ellie Creation as well. Thank you both. Right, here we go. I've got one more gift to open tonight. So I'm going to open this up. See what we got inside this one. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. This is amazing. Wow. Luella and Derek, I've got no idea where you've managed to get this. I've never seen this. Let me hold this up. Surviving by Magic. Now, those of you who have followed my career, and especially if you saw me on Britain's Got Talent, will remember that my final on Britain's Got Talent, I told the story of a good friend of mine who's called Fergus Ancorn, and I did magic at the same time as telling his story, and then he joined me on stage with a band of the Household Cavalry at the end on the finale with a big Union Jack. It's a very emotional moment. And Fergus was one of my the most interesting and most inspirational people ever. And one of the closest people to me in magic. Such a nice guy. Unfortunately, he did die a few years ago. And there is a great book which is about his life story, which I'll grab for you. So this is the book that I recommend everyone read. It's the story of how he survived while he was in a prisoner of war camp in World War II in Singapore. And as a magician, that kind of helped him survive during those camps. And I became very good friends with him. And in fact, the first time I ever met him, I knew he was going to be at the Magic Circle. And I had this book. My mum got it for me for my birthday. And I asked him to sign it for me. And that is the first night I ever met him. He signed the book for me. So this was many years ago at the Magic Circle, sat in the Magic Circle bar. He signed that to me. Very, very kind man. Very inspiring. And this book here, called Surviving by Magic, is all about him. And I don't think I've ever seen this book. I've certainly seen this picture before. This is one of my favourite pictures of him. But I don't think I've ever seen this book before, which blows my mind. And it's got pictures in here and all sorts. So he was one of the people who helped build the Burma Thai Railway. That was part of the punishment while he was in prison as a prisoner of war. So yeah, thank you so much. That means a lot. I'm gonna look into that tomorrow and spend a bit of time looking through that. That means the absolute world. What an incredible gift. So very thoughtful. I really appreciate that. Let's give you a round of applause. Thank you. My God, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. So I do have a magic trick for you in just a second, but just for anyone who's just joining, I just want to let you know that this Friday we've got a very special guest joining us, Mandy Mooden, who is an incredibly funny magician, and she was on Britain's Got Talent a few years ago. I've got some clips to show you and share with you on Friday so you can see just how funny she is if you're not a BGT or a magic fan. So I'm very much looking forward to getting her on. I am also in talks with Magical Bones, and we're going to get him on in a few weeks as well. Very, very excited to get him on. He was on BGT just gone, and he was amazing. He is infamous for doing a backflip and catching cards, which is absolutely mind-blowing. A really nice guy as well, so I'm looking forward to getting him on. The other thing I was just going to let you know is Darren Brown has just released, well, I think he's just released it. I've only found it today. But on Audible, Darren Brown has got a new, let me read it out so I don't get it wrong. A new Audible, like a podcast, where he reads a book, not really a podcast, more of a book reading thing, called Darren Brown's Bootcamp for the Brain. Now, I know those of you who join me every week, I know most of you are Magic fans, and Darren Brown is one of the greatest. He's one of my favourite magicians ever. So I have signed up to Audible. I've never used it before, but I've signed up because there's a special thing, 99p for 3 months, I think it is. Anyway, I left the link in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, it will be below. If you're watching it on Facebook, it will be above. I've left the link there in case you want to check that out, because that is an absolute bargain, 99p for 3 months. So in all honesty, I'm probably just going to listen to Darren Brown's book and then probably cancel the subscription, and then it hasn't hardly cost me anything. But no doubt there are some other good books on there as well. But I just want to give you guys a shout out because I have been listening to that today and it is pretty epic. I absolutely love his stuff. Phoebe says, have you got Ollie Mers yet? You know what? I haven't emailed him yet, but I'm hoping some of you have, because I need the idea to be in his mind before I approach him. So hopefully some of you have messaged him and said that we want him here on Friday Night Live at some point for a bit of magic. Harriet says, have you done a painting? Oh, you've done a painting for me. You've tagged me on Instagram. Let me see if I can see that now, and we'll share it. And then we're going to do a magic trick. I promise. I keep getting sidetracked. But someone, I think it was Harriet, I've lost your name now. Someone said they've painted a painting and tagged me on Instagram. I can't see anything. Oh, yes. Here we go. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. This is Hattie. But I think your name on here is you're Harriet, right? Did I read that right? I think it's Harriet. You guys wait till you check this out. I can't find your message now. I think it's Harriet. Must be. I've got a really cool thing to show you here, which someone has just literally told me on the screen that they've done a painting for me and they've tagged me on Instagram. So I've just gone on Instagram and check out how cool that is. That is me in my uniform. That is my profile picture. That is pretty awesome. I absolutely love it. Not only that, but I also noticed if I swipe this way, there's a little video of you of drawing it or painting it even. How amazing is that? My God, I love it. Wow, this must have taken you absolutely ages. You are very talented. You've inspired me. I would love to be able to paint, but I've just never really sat down for long enough to really make it work. So you have definitely inspired me. Let's give her a thumbs up for that. Harriet, you are absolutely amazing. Let's give you a round of applause. I absolutely love that. So I'm going to click like on that. I wonder if she's got lots of other stuff. Okay, so it looks like that Hattie is a Magic fan because I've just gone onto your profile and you've got some, by the looks of it, some magic tricks in there. And you've also done one of Mark Spellman as well. Check this one out. How cool is that? Very cool indeed. Thank you so much for that. That is so amazing. I love seeing incredible stuff that people are doing in lockdown, and that has inspired me. I do actually have a whole paint set and also a load of different pencils, like in a big case on my shelf. That was one of the challenges that I'm hoping to get around to doing this year while I'm in lockdown. So I'm looking forward to that. You've inspired me. Thank you very much. The incredible Maddox Dixon is watching. So if you are, Hattie, a Magic fan, which by the looks of it you are, try and do one of Maddox Dixon. He would absolutely love that. He's watching right now. So I'm challenging you, Harriet, to do one for him as well. No pressure, though. I'm not forcing you to do it, but he would love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. So, awesome. Time, I think, for some magic. Was there anything else I needed to tell you? Oh, yeah. The only other thing I was going to tell you is that anyone who wants to join me in the virtual magic experience, we still have a few tickets left. So I've left the link in the description above as well. So it's not long to wait now. It's on the 10th of April, so only a few weeks away. And it is going to be a lot of fun. Now, I am going to show you a magic trick now. Now, this magic trick used to be the trick that I would do at the start of every close-up magic show that I would do. So any time that I'd be booked, for example, years ago when I'd be booked for like a wedding or a company event where there's lots of people and they just want me to walk around and mix and mingle and make everyone smile in the crowd in small little groups, I would always start with a card trick. Just because the first interaction you have as a magician at an event is the most important. You want to make sure that the first group you see, when you go over and introduce yourself and perform a trick for them, you want to make sure that they are excited, lively, they love the trick and really up for it. Because if you get a group like that, it then puts you in a great mood and it sets you off on a great foot for the rest of the night. And you go around and you've got a bit of a buzz about you and everyone can hear and see that people are excited to see you and amazing, and they're amazed before you even get to them. The opposite is also true. If you make a mistake and the first group that you go up to a close-up show is reserved and a bit on edge and not that excited, whatever, then that will put you on a bit of a downer, and it means the rest of the night you'll probably be on a bit of a downer and people won't love you so much. So a tip there for magicians, always start with a magic trick that you love and you can do in your sleep and you know is a crowd pleaser, and also start with a group that know each other. They're all friends already and you know they'll be up for having a bit of a laugh with each other, because that will put you off on a great start when you're doing the tricks. So that's a little tip for you, and I'm going to show you the trick that I used to always open with. I haven't actually performed this in about a year and a half, so forgive me if I actually forget what the hell I'm doing halfway through this, but hopefully you'll like it. Let's put a bit of background music on, and I'm just going to bring my table over so you can see. Now, this is going to be a card trick, and because it's a card trick, it's slightly more difficult for me to involve you all. Oh. Which is why my virtual show, which those of you who are joining me are on the 10th of April, my virtual show doesn't really, as far as I'm aware at the minute, it's not going to involve any card tricks. Because all the tricks that I want to involve in that show, I want to make sure that you all feel really directly involved with. So every trick that I do in that show, someone who joining us on Zoom will make the decisions on behalf of everyone. Right, here we go. let's just get set up here. I'm going to change my camera to the overhead shot. Hopefully, this is going to be set up. At this point, I realise I've got a bit of a messy floor, and the overhead camera is now going to reveal all of the mess, which isn't ideal. Right, here we go. Let's go to this shot. So all these boxes, bear in mind, I were part of the unboxing gifts. So that's why there's a bit of a mess here, I promise you. Right, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's try and get this in. Okay, so we're going to do a card trick for you. Watch very carefully. All right. Now, these are quite old cards. You can tell that straight away, can't you? Right. Now, I actually can't really ask any of you to individually choose cards. It's a bit awkward because you can't hear or see me. In fact, you can hear or see me. I can't hear or see you. So it doesn't really matter what we use. Hopefully, you're all happy with this one, the Ace of Hearts. This is actually a handy one because it's got a lot of space. I'm going to draw something on here, but I need someone to interact. I need someone to tell me what picture you'd like me to draw. Let's go back to this one. Someone, the next person, the first person to tell me what you want me to draw on here. I'm going to draw that picture on there just so that you know I don't have duplicates of this card. So someone tell me what picture would you like me to draw. Who have we got here? Someone, anyone. Okay, Tim has just commented saying a cat. Tim, we're going to go with a cat. I like it. So, I'm not entirely sure how to draw a cat, but the reason I'm doing this is just so you know that I don't have two of these cards. So hopefully this is going to be honest because I've got no idea how to draw a cat, but I assume that looks more like a dog. Okay, that looks more like a dog than a cat, but the little tail there. I'll write Tim underneath, just so you remember that it was Tim that chose that. Here we go. Let's give that a little bit of time. Give that a little bit of time to dry. Now the idea is the reason I've drawn this is just so you know that this is a unique card now, very unique. And I need you all now to remember every single thing about this card. It's very important you remember every single thing that you see. So do not forget Tim's cat. Here we go. We're going to leave it there and we'll stick it somewhere in the middle. So we'll cut about half the cards. There it is in the middle. Remember everything that you see, ladies and gentlemen. Remember every single thing that you see. Now, at this moment in time, you've all been focused on what we drew on the card. You all no doubt remember it was the Ace of Hearts and that we drew a cat on there and that we wrote Tim underneath. You've all remembered that, and I know you have because I was focusing on reminding you to remember everything that you see. But the interesting thing is, you probably didn't notice the subtle things, like the back. You probably didn't notice that the back is slightly different. Now, in this light, you might just be able to tell what is slightly wrong with the back of Tim's card. Because there's a bright light, if I go through, you might notice there's just a tiny difference in the back of Tim's card, the Ace of Hearts. If I go through, I thought it was that one for a second. Some of you might not notice it, whereas some other people amongst you might think it's obvious. Just tell me, just comment if you do notice one card is slightly different. Right, I do hope you've all just noticed that there is one card different. This card is red. If you haven't noticed that, then that's a bit of a problem. But this card here, the red card, is Tim's card. Now, you probably didn't remember Tim's card being red. You probably think I'm tricking you or I'm doing some sort of something sneaky. So we'll do it again. We'll do it again a little bit slower. There we go. Anyone thinking of 4 of clubs? Probably not. Very random card. We'll choose another one just at random. I'll give the cards a couple of cuts like this and we'll just see what we end up on. The Queen of Hearts. Hopefully you're all happy with the Queen of Hearts. In fact, usually in a group of people, usually everyone would think of the Queen of Hearts first. Most people would try and change once they thought the Queen of Hearts, but everyone at some point, when asked to think of a card, will choose the most obvious cards. Queen of Hearts, King of Hearts, that kind of thing. Right, I'll give them a mix. I'll give them a shuffle like this as well, just to show you that they are mixed. All right, there we go. Now, at this point in time, I'm just going to change the camera so that you can see me, because I'm going to lift these cards up now and try and get you on the screen like this. There we go. Fantastic. So, we currently have the second selection at this moment in time is the Queen of Hearts. So, give these another shuffle like this. We're going to try and find your card, whoever it was that chose it. It's currently, I would say, about 15 cards down. I'm going to try and make one card flick out. Now, bear in mind, I haven't done this in about a year and a half, but hopefully one card will jump out the pack, do 45,000 rotations mid-air, and then I'm going to catch it here. Okay? Cody, it's your job to count the rotations. All right, keep me honest tonight. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. One card jumps out, ladies and gents, and it is the Queen of Hearts. There it is. Awesome. Now, like I said at the beginning of this trick, remember every single thing that you see. Remember, obviously, the Queen is here in front of my hands, and it has a blue back. Remember every single thing that you see. Remember, Tim's card turned out to be the red card, which hopefully confused some of you. But if you watch carefully, if I hold the Queen above the red card, the card with Tim written on it and the cat written on it, they're drawn on it, sorry. Remember everything that you see. Give the card a little bit of a shake, just like this. And you'll see, in fact, the Queen becomes Tim's drawing. And it now has a blue back again. Which means the one red card, in fact, these cards are completely switched places. The red card is now the Queen. There it is, ladies and gents. I haven't performed that trick in probably a year and a half, but it used to be one of my favourites. So I hope you like that. Let's take that off there, and I'll come and chat to you once again. Let me know if you like that trick, or let me know if you hate that trick. Either way, the interaction's great. I appreciate it. Lots of you are saying hello. Oh, Sandra's joined us. Hey, Sandra. Lovely to see you. Sandra says, just been out to take a photo of the Blackpool Tower. It's all lit up yellow. I absolutely love Blackpool, especially the tower. It's way better than the Paris Tower, the Eiffel Tower, I should say, the Paris Tower. Way better. Thank you very much. I hope you like that trick. After all, it is Trick Tuesday. Every Tuesday we are going live, and we are going to be doing magic for you every Tuesday. Obviously, every Friday we do our interesting talks where we get interesting people on to have a chat. Don't forget, we've got Mandy Mooden this Friday. And we do have Magical Bones coming very, very soon, which is also extremely exciting. I just want to give a shout out as well to Lee and Mandy Cox. I did receive something today from yourselves, but I've just only realised that I left it in the other room. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share what you've sent me on a separate live, because I think what you've sent me deserves a bit of time to explain what it is about it, and I'll explain what it is that you're doing. So yeah, make sure you join me live next time, Mandy and Lee, and I'll stick that on and show everyone. That sounds a bit pervy. It's a t-shirt, everyone. It's not a weird outfit, but there's a bit of explaining to do with that gift. So I'll stick that on and show you on the next live. My good friend Piers has just joined us. Hey Piers, good to see you, my friend. Jade says, love the magic tricks. I'm pleased to hear that. By the way, if you are on YouTube, guys, if you've got a YouTube account, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to it. Just because I do have some very exciting things going up on YouTube very soon. But at the minute, compared to my Facebook and Instagram, I hardly have any followers on YouTube. So it'd be a big help if some of you could join me on there. Awesome. Lee says, cheers. Awesome. I'll make sure I show everyone next time. Awesome. Emma, lovely to see you. Love the trick. Good to hear. I appreciate it. I'm starting to get really hot now in these lights in this jumper. I'm now regretting wearing it. But those of you who noticed the big mysterious envelope there, that's going to come into play in the show on the 10th of April. Not in the same way as the last show. Some of you may remember that same envelope being in the last show. This is a new envelope, and it's got a different meaning to the show. So the show that I am doing on the 10th, there's not going to be any card tricks in it. Every trick that I do will involve a different family on a different screen, making the decisions on behalf of everyone. So I'm quite excited about that. And we're going to end in a big finale where you will all decide how we finish. Also, I am going to be giving away some big, top exciting gifts during the Zoom show. Those of you who remember the last show may remember the Wheel of Fortune that I got. So I am planning on changing and adapting the Wheel of Fortune so that every section of that Wheel of Fortune has a different gift on it. And every single person that is a volunteer and makes decisions for us on the show, every single person will get a chance to spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on will be a gift for that person. So I'm quite excited about that. I do love giveaways. Awesome. Piers said he dropped me a text. Awesome. I'm going to see Joseph at the theatre with Piers, good friend of mine, in a few months' time. I've never seen it before. Let me know if you guys have. Is it good? I've been told it's good. Can't wait for your show. It'll be my first one, says Susanna. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I know Hazel's coming and the family. I still need to get Hazel's partner around to stick some posters on the wall for us, because these are just pretty much glued on the wall, which is stupid because they keep falling down. And in fact, last time I was live, some of you might remember, in fact, if you go back and watch the last live that I did, may remember that I had an on-air neon sign just there. And something I didn't realise is midway through the live, that actually fell down. And I remember hearing a bang, but I didn't know what it was until after the live. And then I realised it fell off the wall, which was quite embarrassing for anyone who noticed. But no one messaged me to tell me you noticed, so maybe you didn't notice. Maybe I shouldn't have even mentioned it. All right, ladies and gents, I am going to go in a second, but don't forget, if you want to join me and get, I think it's 3 months you can get for 99p on Audible. I did leave the link above just because that's what I'm doing, because I'm listening to Darren Brown's new audiobook, which is so far amazing. I only started today, but it's pretty amazing. So if you do want that link, it's above. Also, the tour show link is above, because my tour is going back on theatre, in theatres, on, I think it's the 2nd of October. So I'm very excited about that. So anyone wants to come and see the live Escape tour show, now's your chance to grab a ticket. Hopefully, theatres, there's going to be a bit of a, once we're allowed to go to the theatre again, it's going to be a bit of a rush, and hopefully we'll get packed out theatres. So if you want to get involved, the link is in the description. If not, I'll see you on the 10th. And in fact, I'll see you on Friday when we get Mandy Mooden, which I'm very excited about. So don't forget to join me, 6:45 on Friday. Thank you all for joining me. Let me just find the outro noise. Thank you very much, Susanna, Esther, Cody, Tim, Harriet, everyone who joined me, Piers, Rachel. I appreciate it. I'll see you all on Friday, 6:45. All the best.